From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, March 4th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. Just after 8 o'clock Tuesday evening, police in Hazleton responded to Craig's Food Mart on West Broad Street for a report of an armed robbery. According to police, the suspect entered the store brandishing a handgun, demanding money. The suspect fled the store on foot with an undetermined amount of money. Anyone with information on this armed robbery is asked to call police in Hazleton at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. Police in Hazleton also responded to a similar call, this time at Domino's Pizza on North Church Street, just before 6 p.m. According to police, the suspect entered the food establishment brandishing a handgun and demanded money from the store employees. The suspect fled the store with an undetermined amount of money. Anyone who may have witnessed the armed robbery or has any information regarding this incident is asked to call the Hazleton Police Department at 570-459-4940 or dial 911. A man from Wilkes-Barre was arrested and charged with selling heroin around the area of the Interfaith Apartments. According to police in Wilkes-Barre, 29-year-old Chad Clark faces 9 counts of possession with intent to deliver, 4 counts of criminal use of a communication facility, 5 counts of possession of a controlled substance, and 5 counts of drug paraphernalia. Police say they used a confidential informant on October 2nd in the area of North Mead Courts and twice in February. Clark was allegedly selling out of his residence on Mead Court. Police conducted a search of his home, and after Clark told them where the heroin was located, they found it inside a small box safe in the kitchen. Tonight, Clark is behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison in lieu of $75,000 bail. Employees at Advanced Auto Parts were cleaning up their business today after a car smashed through the front of the building. When WYLN arrived on scene, employees were sweeping up the glass inside and outside of the building. West Hazleton Police has not released any further information on this incident. Advanced Auto Parts in West Hazleton remained open while the cleanup process took place. West Hazleton Police are urging businesses to inspect $100 bills and report any suspicious currency to the police department immediately. According to police, the recent incident involving the counterfeit bills occurred at Staples in West Hazleton on Saturday when a man attempted to pay with a suspected counterfeit $100 bill. Police say the white male was in his mid-30s, had a blonde crew-cut hairstyle with stubble facial hair. The suspect left the store in a silver Ford Taurus with a model year between 2000 and 2006. Anyone with information is asked to call police in West Hazleton at 570-455-3733. A missing persons report has been issued by the city of Wilkes-Barre. According to police, 29-year-old Brandon Coldwell was reported missing by his girlfriend on Monday evening and has not returned home. Police say he is 29 years old, 6 feet tall, 6 feet 2 inches tall, approximately 200 pounds. Coldwell also has brown eyes, black hair, and a beard. As of Tuesday, Coldwell still had not returned home. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call police in Wilkes-Barre at 570-826-8106. Yesterday, Governor Tom Corbett addressed the state in his 2015-2016 proposed budget. The governor called for increases in personal income and sales taxes. He also proposed $1 billion in new spending in public education that would come from a 5% state severance on natural gas drilling. That would mean that local school districts could see an additional $30 million. Districts in Luzerne, Lackawanna, and Susquehanna have lost millions of dollars in the past 4 years. Carbondale was hit the hardest, while the cuts, the increase could help them pay bills and add an additional 20 students to the preschool program. The governor wants to restore the funding cuts made by the previous administration. He also wants to provide more than 50% reduction in homeowner property taxes. According to a report by the current Luzerne County Controller, Michelle Bednar, Walter Griffith has been receiving tax breaks on more than one property. The former county controller has been receiving the homestead tax exemption on 2 homes and his auto repair business. Griffith said that he did not know that the breaks were granted on his garage and his second home. He stated that there needs to be a complete review of the program. Bednar plans to look over 86,000 properties involved with the homestead tax exemption. Griffith resigned from the controller's position in 2013 as part of a plea agreement for wiretapping. The Luzerne County District Attorney's Office is currently reviewing the findings on Griffith's homestead matter. A new director of admissions and marketing has been named at MMI Preparatory School in Freeland. Marciana Hosier, a native of northeastern Pennsylvania, returned to the area in 2009 after spending time working in media, higher education, and nonprofit institutions. Hosier holds a Bachelor of Arts degree from Lock Haven University and attended the University of Phoenix, where she earned her Master's of Arts in Organizational Management. Prior to joining MMI, Hosier served on the enrollment management team for a career-focused liberal arts college. Time now for a first look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik in the Weather Center. Joe, it was a rainy and foggy day in most of our viewing area. What can we expect weather-wise over the next few hours?
Yeah, we had the rain and we had the drizzle, we had the areas of fog. Good thing is those temperatures got above freezing. We had the snow, we had the sleet, the freezing rain, and of course then just the plain rain. As those temperatures got above freezing today, they quickly moved upward, if you will, quite rapidly through the overnight hours into this morning. Here's a look at our live traffic cameras over the past hour right up through now. Again, roadways looking pretty good, wet out there at this point in time. We do have some rain to talk about that is actually occurring at this 5:30 hour. Got those winter weather advisors in effect for parts of our viewing area. They're pretty much in effect heading into tonight, going into tomorrow for the chance of at least a little bit of some more snow. Here's our next weather system that's coming at us. Notice the bulk of the precipitation has been toward the south. Again, the yellows, the oranges, the greens indicating all rain at this point. And as you go further north, really not much going on. A few pockets of a little bit of a mixture here and there, say from Benton through Millville, Hughesville, and out through the Shikshini area. But the rest of us just dealing with a little bit of some light rain and some drizzle as temperatures are above freezing. But that's quickly going to change. Temperatures are going to drop. The precipitation will change over, and then I'll let you know what we can expect as we head through tonight and tomorrow with the 7-day forecasts in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. State Senator Johnny Dichak is speaking out about Governor Tom Wolf's budget. That's coming up next. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have a look at our 7-day forecast. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, Weather with Joe Garbacik, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
Can I use this in my kitchen?
What's your amperage? Get a multi-tester on your positive lead. If it's wired 3-phase sequential and grounded right, it might work. You'll need these for the install.
Shocked by customer service these days?
Amperage?
Service Electric Cablevision has the ultimate entertainment experience. Let our friendly team hook you up with a new whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once, then access everything from any TV in your home. Service Electric Cablevision. It's all about you.
Think you have what it takes to be WYLN's next cooking show personality? Send us your name, contact information, a picture, and in 50 words or less, tell us why you should be Granny in our new Granny's Kitchen Show. Our new Granny's Kitchen Show host will have the opportunity to prepare heritage recipes and share cooking, crafting, and other helpful tips from years gone by. Email ltolan@WYLNTV.com or mail WYLN 35, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania 18201. Do you have what it takes? Send in your application today.
Tuesday, Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf announced his budget for 2015-2016. Today, State Senator Johnny Dichak released his statement on the budget to the media. Here is what Senator Johnny Dichak had to say after Governor Wolf's announcement.
pleased that for the first time in 4 years we have a budget that will seriously take a look at our budget deficit, a structural deficit of over $2 billion, a budget for the first time that will tackle property tax relief for homeowners across Pennsylvania, particularly our seniors, and a budget that will focus on job creation. We have a budget deficit, a deficit in education investment, and a jobs deficit in Pennsylvania. Governor Wolf put forth a bold, comprehensive, and responsible plan today, one that will get a lot of debate and one that should get a lot of debate. We should get to work today, working for a future of Pennsylvania that taxes will come down for the middle class, jobs will be created, and our economy can get humming again in Pennsylvania.
UD also spoke about what he believes he and his colleagues can work on when it comes to this year's budget from Governor Wolf.
Well, I think property tax relief right out of the gate. I've been fighting for the last 4 years. Governor Corbett didn't talk about it, didn't want to hear about it. We have a plan in place now to increase education investment to 50% from the state's perspective. That'll help control costs at the local level. Last year, 90% of the school districts raised school taxes. So taxes went up on average. Hard-working Pennsylvanians all over every one of our 67 counties. Today, we are providing relief, $3.8 billion in property tax relief for Pennsylvania homeowners.
Udechak added that he believes Governor Wolf's budget will get the Pennsylvania economy going and create more jobs in Pennsylvania. For more information on State Senator John Udechak, you may log on to senatorudechak.com. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic is back with more on our forecast. Plus, WYLN's Julie Stefanovich takes us to Weatherly, where they're celebrating a special Lenten tradition. Stay tuned.
Your home should be filled with the ingredients that most inspire you. And let relaxed sophistication fill the air and the walls around it. Find beautiful cabinetry finishes and details that capture your personal style. Craft-made. It becomes you.
Call, click, or visit your local Craft-Made dealer today.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional air times. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Well, we got a break for most of the activity earlier. Not a whole lot of precipitation, some light rain, some light drizzle, some areas of fog as temperatures got above freezing. But right now, temperatures still above freezing, but they're going to start to fall as we head through the evening and nighttime hours. We do have a little bit of some rain. In fact, that rain right now is actually mixing with a little bit of some sleet. Here's a look at the graphic for today. And you can see for yourself, looks a little bit more ominous than really what it was today. Of course, we had a little bit of that light rain and drizzle and some areas of fog to contend with across our region. But again, the good news is we had temperatures getting above freezing, so again, didn't really have to worry about any type of icing problems across the area earlier. But now things are going to start to change once again. As temperatures now are going to start to fall, we're going to bring in some colder air. Live 35 Skycast Doppler, you can see the pinks indicating some of that rain. And now that rain is mixing with a little bit of some sleet. across our areas, indicated by the shades of pink from Mountaintop through Berwick, Mifflinville, Numidia, out through Elysburg. Even some blues indicating some snow mixing in as well from Benton through Mifflinville and Hughesville as some colder air on the move. We're at 34 degrees, our live Lehigh tire conditions outside our station in Hazleton. A little bit windy from time to time, and that's making it feel like temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s. Almanac page for today, 37 and 26 is split in temperatures. 41 and 24 are the averages. 6:33, 5:58, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. 39 now, Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport. Still in the 40s in Selinsgrove, Harrisburg, and Philadelphia. 36 in State College, and it's at the freezing point in Erie in northwestern Pennsylvania. So the next few hours we'll start to see that wintry mix occurring once again. Temperatures falling to about 30 as we head toward 9 and sticking around about 30 degrees as we head toward the 11 o'clock hour. But by that time, that wintry mix should start to switch over to just some plain snow. But if you notice the bulk of the activity generally toward the south, we're going to be on the tail end of this system. Not going to expect a whole lot in terms of snowfall accumulation through tonight, and as we head into tomorrow, we may be looking at a widespread, maybe 1-2 inches or so, maybe some isolated areas a little bit more than that, but other than that, it could create some slick spots as we head through the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning, specifically because those temperatures are going to start to fall, even through rush hour tomorrow. And those temperatures will continue to fall as we head through tomorrow. They're not going to rise. No. They're going to fall. Absolutely. And we're going to bring in that cold air once again this week. But then next week, hey, you know what? Something we can look forward to, because we're going to look at a warming trend in our 7-day forecast. But before we get to the warming trend, we have to deal with this garbage, if you will, the sleet, the freezing rain, the snow, all of that stuff, and cold temperatures, because we're going to drop down to 0 tomorrow night. 23 as we head into Friday, about the freezing point for Saturday, mid to upper 30s for Sunday and Monday, and how about a pair of 40s as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, with some areas possibly getting as high as 45 or so degrees by the middle part of next week. As always, we want to thank, well, the Pennsylvania Lottery numbers for having the Pennsylvania Lottery numbers for your chance to win at a great prize. Daily, the pick 2, 01, the pick 3, 642, and the pick 4, 2997. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
Well, I'll never forget it. 1 minute, we were talking about going to the movies, and the next, Maggie could barely speak. It was a stroke. I thought I was going to lose her. But I never saw doctors work so fast. Anyway, she's coming home tomorrow. I just hope she doesn't yell at me for killing all the plants.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down because I got to save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazleton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less. Get your green on and join us for the Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, Sunday, March 15th. Parade coverage starts at 2 p.m. live on WYLN TV 35. Thousands of spectators, vintage vehicles, local talent, floats, marching bands, and more. The Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, Sunday, March 15th. Parade coverage starts at 2 p.m. on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
With Easter right around the corner, one church in Weatherly is already hard at work making a variety of handmade candy eggs. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has more on the story.
Millions of people around the world are observing Lent, which is a 40-day time of spiritual reflection before Easter Sunday. Traditionally, children wake up to find treats in their baskets on Easter morning. Many adults also have a sweet tooth and crave items such as chocolate eggs. We stopped by Centenary United Methodist Church in Weatherly, where volunteers are already hard at work making the homemade delicacies.
Make a variety of homemade Easter eggs. We've been one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. We get working on it about a month prior to Easter and try to have this sale about a week before Easter. We do very well.
The eggs are a 4-step process. First, the mixtures must be made, then the volunteers hand roll them. They are coated with chocolate and toppings and packaged up for sale.
Various times we have a night shift that comes in and works, and we have the day shift, and we go Monday through Friday, usually just in the mornings from 8:30, 9 o'clock till about noontime. But the number of people that come each day varies depending on their other obligations. But we might probably have altogether maybe 20 people or so that work.
Customers are urged to pre-order their eggs by March 15th. Noonan ran down a list of flavors that can be purchased.
Regular buttercream, we have a peanut butter, we have a peanut roll, we have a coconut, and then we have an assortment of each. They're all at least 1 pound, some a little bit more. They're $8 a box.
The Easter egg sale will take place Friday, March 27th at Centenary United Methodist Church at 30 Carbon Street in Weatherly. For pre-orders, you can call the church at 570-427-8091 or John at 570-427-4652. In Weatherly, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN, plus one final look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic. Stay tuned.
I'm good.
Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we make you better together.
At Cuck's Turkey Farm, we are family owned and operated for over 45 years, and we consistently strive to produce premium poultry. We offer the finest all-natural country poultry, antibiotic-free, all-vegetarian fed with superior white meat yield and exceptional flavor. So we invite you to experience the unique natural taste of our poultry for your enjoyment and your health. Give us a call or stop in today.
Shenandoah Valley girls basketball not only won the Single A championship over the weekend, but in doing so, they also captured the first ever district title for a girls program in school history. The Lady Devils discussed the excitement of the achievement and what to expect from Faith Christian, their first round opponent in the state tournament.
It was such a special day. Just proud of the kids, getting that close the year before and coming back. That's what we worked for all season. I know the seniors wanted to go out with that district gold, and just a special, special feeling.
Special to all the girls, I think, because the whole town has been inspiring to us. Everyone gets brought together for an occasion like this, and they're all supportive, and they're going to cheer us on throughout our run in states.
2 of their 4 losses were to Philmont Christian, who's a dynamite team in District 1. They have a lot of size. So it's going to be a challenge. They look quick and athletic on film. They like to get up and pressure on defense. It should be a great game on Saturday.
In our girls' power rankings, 5 teams advanced to states from the Wyoming Valley Conference and Schuylkill League. The Lady Devils come in at number 5. Number 4, North Schuylkill fell by the narrowest of margins in the District 11 AA final by 1 point in overtime to our number 3 team. The Lady Spartans still advanced to states and will face District 12 runner-up Ematep Charter Friday outside of Philadelphia. Minersville avenged their Schuylkill League final loss by knocking off North Schuylkill and will face Montoursville out of District 4 in the AA first round. Holy Redeemer will drop out of the first spot for the first time this season. The Lady Royals held a 16-point lead over faced Dunmore at one point during the District 2 AA final, but couldn't hang on in the second half, leaving them short of a district title. Still, Alexis Lewis and company with a chance in the state tournament, playing District 4 winner Central Columbia in the first round. And Pittston supplants Redeemer at the top of the rankings. The Lady Patriots are in the state playoffs for the first time in school history after coming back against Hazleton in the Quad A final. They will play North Penn, the 7th place finisher from District 1, this Friday. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, more on the girls basketball state playoffs. Plus, we'll talk wrestling with many area wrestlers set to hit the mats tomorrow in Hershey. But next, Joe Garbacik will have a final look at the forecast. Stay tuned.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
This week on Topic A, we're talking all about FunFest once again. As promised, we're going to talk about FunFest once a month here on Topic A to give you all the information you need to know about the largest street fair in the area. This week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
Well, of course, temperatures above freezing for the day, which was good because that really prevented us having any freezing problems out there on the roadways. Live 35 Skycast Doppler. Again, still a lot of some rain out there as temperatures are above freezing in most areas. But if you notice some pinks, that's an indication of a little bit of some sleet mixing in with the rain. Notice out toward the west and northwestern PA already as temperatures are much colder. It's bringing in the changeover to snow. And speaking of those temperatures, it's still almost 40 at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, still in the lower 40s in Selinsgrove, Harrisburg, and Philadelphia. But as I said, out toward the west, temperatures already have dropped down into the lower 30s. And that's my concern as we head into later this evening and through the overnight hours. As those temperatures drop, the rain will change over to a mix and eventually to some lingering snow through the overnight hours. Not going to expect a whole lot at this point in time, but because those temperatures are going to get below freezing, you can see them hovering about 30 degrees, 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight, and then they're even going to fall a little bit more through the overnight hours. That, of course, can lead to some problems out there, a couple of icy spots out there heading into tomorrow morning. And tomorrow, you know what, those temperatures aren't going to rise. They're going to continue to fall and drop. Look at these temperatures. By early in the morning on Friday, we're looking at about 7 o'clock. Yeah, these are real numbers, folks. We're going to be looking at temperatures near 0 degrees. What a jump downward in terms of our temperatures. And Skycast precipitation and clouds. There you can see the precipitation moving away as we head into tomorrow. And again, we'll start to see some clearing out from this particular system. But again, don't let that fool you because those temperatures are really going to fall. So tomorrow morning, there very well could be a couple of slick spots out there as that corridor of snow you can see, the mixture and the rain well down toward the south where, of course, that warmer air will be confined to. But for our neck of the woods, it's going to continue to get colder through tonight. And tomorrow, temperatures aren't going to rise at all. They're going to continue to fall. And that 17 will be a high, but it'll be early because then they're going to continue to fall. And you know what? Down to 0 for tomorrow night, cold for Friday. But there is some good news because we get up into the 30s as we start going into our Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And by middle part of next week, we could be tapping on 40 degrees for a daytime high, with some areas maybe getting as high as 45, 46 or so. Can't rule that out. You know what, that's something, you almost look at that and you say, really? Yeah.
I'm just used to seeing the 0, so it doesn't even faze me anymore. I mean, it's just...
But a 4 before the 0 is tropical.
As always. You're right.
It is going to
feel really good.
Maybe that's when you'll throw your flip-flops
Oh,
on.
absolutely.
40 degrees?
Just be careful.
Once again, 40
it is
degrees
still flu
from...
season and cold season.
I think it's always flu
It's
season.
all relative.
You know?
Temperature-wise.
Well, spring
40's still not
spring
that warm,
sport
but it's
practices
nice.
started on Monday,
That
so
is
pretty
true.
soon, I mean, right now indoors, but pretty soon they're heading outside.
Hey,
so
I heard
40 will be well.
I heard baseball, I heard Little League. It gets me excited. I love baseball, so we'll be looking forward to it. Have a good night, everyone.